Hello. Well, we finally got here after 14 weeks. I thought there were more episodes actually. Well, so 14 episodes of Star Trek Discovery Season 2. We finally got to the final plot, and really there's plot holes in it everywhere, and they've shoved everything in again. But I've got to say I did enjoy this episode. It was one of the best this season. I don't know, I think I was expecting something a bit bigger than what we were going to get as a season final, but I did say that it's going to finish on a cliffhanger. There's a couple of points I want to pick at this. Right. Well, we start off, they're surrounded by Section 31 fleet, and obviously, you know, they've got hundreds of fighters and drones all. I mean, there's over 200 of them apparently between Discovery and Enterprise. Leyland surrounds them. They're up to getting the Red Angel time suit, quantum suit ready to jump. And this, and it's a bit of emotion going on ship, and you know, and they're all running about as usual, and Pike's pulling away. There's a couple of deaths. I mean, it's got everything you want in this. It's even got a bloody eulogy in it, which is a bit after last week's episode. They over-eulogised it all with big speeches and that. But yeah, there wasn't that much. We got straight into action. Leyland communicates with Gimmick data, and I'll leave you alone. Obviously, they're not. And it all kicks off. Big squadrons of shuttles and pods and fighters and drones all kicking off, and Pike says we've got you surrounded in Saru, and suddenly all these Section 31 ships all get all these drones, hundreds of drones, and it kicks off. And I've got to admit, it is one of the most spectacular space battles I've seen in Star Trek, apart from obviously Deep Space Nine with the Dominion War. But yeah, it's good. I mean, it's all kicking off. It's high octane, a lot of action going on. They're getting the time crystal fixed, and you know, they're running about. There's a plan within a plan. I don't know. I mean, there really a lot. I mean, it was just all kicking off all the time, and then you got. I mean, there was time crystal being fixed. There were two Caps, Saru and Pike. Admiral Cornwell, we'll go into her in a minute. And they get the time, so there's a big explosion on Discovery. I mean, they're so overwhelmed. I mean, they're on verge. I mean, shields are going now. This has been going on for a good 15 minutes, this battle. And they're all running around like headless chickens trying to deal with this situation. And then it all comes up that when Stamets gets injured really badly, and I thought, don't kill him off, because I like his character. The engineer, is it Glenn? I forgot her name now, Glenn Foster or something, I keep forgetting the name, the engineer. She takes over. They get him to medical. Stamets gets on the time, so she gets in there. Spock says, I'm going with you in the shuttle. Meanwhile, on ships, they're all running about, firing away. And a photon torpedo, everything Burnham predicted sort of happens to a point, you know. And there's a big torpedo stuck in Bridge Enterprise, and obviously, you know, they've got to get that out. And meanwhile, they launch off from Discovery. Spock's in the shuttle backing up, says, you can't do this, I'm going with you, I'm going to cover you. So Pike orders everybody to, all these shuttles and fighters and drones, they're all to, you know, spin round her to protect her, to get her to Wormhole. And then somehow she gets near whatever, and she lands on this ship, what's left of it, and she can't make the jump to the future. And then we go back to Enterprise, and Pike goes running down there to get rid of this topic, because they can't get it out, even crash doors, and so you've got to sacrifice yourself. And she says, look, you know, Chris, you've got a destiny, you know what I mean, live your life to full, as if like she knew, you know what I mean. And he's going, no, he said, if I stay it won't go off. She said, look, you know, we can't take that risk. 90 seconds. And I liked her character, I really did. So it ends up she sacrifices herself, that detonates. meanwhile, on top of the ship, Tilly, on Discovery, Tilly's running about fixing shields because they can't go through the anomaly without shields. And then the sensors aren't working. Meanwhile, on top of this hulk of a Section 31 ship, Burnham, right, is like, can't figure out why she can't jump to the future. And Spock figures it out. You're the one that sent the signals. Well, we sort of worked that out. And then she sort of starts going back to the 6 destinations where they've been. Do you know them destinations? Right from the beginning at series. And you're getting little flashbacks into everything. And then bang, that's done. The messages are, Leyland gets on board ship when they jumped out because they had to drop the shields for them to get out of the ship to go through wormhole thing. And Leyland's on ship. There's a big massive punch up with her at security, head of security and the Empress. Big punch up, and they get Leyland did spore thing and turn the magnetics on, and that's it. He gets done in there. Oh, did he? It's because he's, nanites. So they all get sucked out of him or whatever. He's like dead. And then suddenly Discovery goes and makes the jump to the future. So we're going along. This goes on for a good 8 minutes. Just flying to the bloody wormhole. They dragged it out. I mean, and then she went through, and there's a big picture of her on screen posing away, flying around it. So, and then she goes in, and then they follow, and that's it. And all the drones and that become dead. And oh yeah, Klingons turn up with the Vahul turn up. Saru's sister's now a space fighter pilot. I don't know when all this happened, but it did. So they all turn up, and it equalises the battle. Sorry about that. It was great seeing D7s though, like a fleet of them going at it. I really like that. That was really cool. And, because Tyler, he went off and said, I've got to go somewhere, and he brings, obviously, Klingons. And this night they've got to fight together, because if this thing survives and merges with that data, it's the end of everything. So that's it, really. They go off into the future, and it sort of finishes there, and then we sort of like, this, like, it's all a bit quiet on Enterprise. They've gone off into wherever, into the future. And that's what you see of them. That's it. They're just through wormhole, following her. And we jump back to Earth, and obviously they're being interviewed by this Section 31 high-ranking officer. You don't see his face. He's obviously an admiral talking to each members of the crew. And they're telling them Discovery were destroyed. Because obviously they're keeping it quiet, because Section 31 were a bit naughty. And, it was destroyed. And that it came out that, now they can't surely put this in canon, but apparently all knowledge of Discovery's existence will be expunged from the spore drive to this event. What happened? Do you know what I mean? It's like they got rid of all the things that have caused controversy with the prime timeline in canon. They've just shoved it on Discovery and got rid of it. Do you know what I mean? You've got the Empress from Mirrorverse, Spore Drive, which just, they shouldn't have had, but they have got it. And then all the other stuff, goes with it. So they wrote it off beautifully. They've gone off into the future. And then there's a bit of a speech. And then there's the same with Spock with another eulogy about his sister and going to the future and all that. And even when Burnham said, I loved you, Spock, and he said it in Vulcan, But he's walking on it's his voice like a monologue going on. And he walks onto the bridge, and you see him pull his uniform up, and he puts it on. And he walks onto the bridge and he doesn't have a beard anymore, and he's took his science station, which looks far better than the original series one. Don't even go there, So we've got down to this, right? And we're moving along. And the whole thing, that's it. It just finishes like that, where they're in Enterprise. Oh, there's a 7th signal from that Terra Elysium place. And that's where it finishes. They go off to some moon, so Pike's gone. They're in future with Saru obviously in charge, 950 years ahead. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens in future. I mean, if they cancelled it, I mean, they solved the problem. They got rid of them, didn't they? You know, again, another completely focused Michael Burnham thing again, you know, which I don't know, they tend to put up so much thing on her. I like her character. Like I said, it took me a while to get into. I'm sort of in and out with Burnham's character. I find all others quite easy to sort of flow with, but I find her hard work. I'm not being awful, I do like her, but she's a bit too cold. I don't know, she's just a bit hard to relate to. There's no charisma coming from her, you know. She's not like Tilly and all others, you know what I mean? So, again, it's about her destiny universe, I suppose. But yeah, this has been, for the final, I was quite impressed. You know, because after 3 last episodes, I was starting to lose a bit of interest, actually. I was a bit disappointed. I like the whole thing with Pike and Future. I thought that made that episode worth it. But like I said, my favourite episode of season 2 is when Saru goes back to his own planet, and for me, that's the best episode of this season. But for the final, it was pretty spectacular. I was quite impressed with it. So, you know, I probably will watch it again. But I'll probably wait till it comes out on Blu-ray now to sort of like bite as a set and watch it in like a year's time, you know, when it comes out, or December when it came out last time. But yeah, not a bad episode. I look forward to season 3. I mean, there's still a lot of unanswered questions and plot holes that still need filling up, and obviously they've took that across to next season. You know, I don't think the AI is not dead. It's alive. All it takes is one nanite. So somehow that's gone with them into the future and the data. So it's going to be interesting to find on Terra Elysium 950 years in the future. But to deny Discovery's existence, I thought that was a bit of a cheesy sort of get-out clause. I was quite annoyed about that. You know. But we got our first major cliffhanger, and season 3 is on its way. I know there's been production problems and other stuff. But yeah, so what do we watch after this now? Oh, no, yeah, two episodes of Orville, then what? What am I going to do? I'm going to be lost without something to watch. You know, anyway, so that's me having a month. Yeah, not bad. I'm 4 out of 5. It's not the best cliffhanger for the series, but the battle was absolutely spectacular. Honestly, the battle was totally amazing. I thought it was just incredible. I mean, and it went on for a good amount of time as well. And again, it was great with the character interactions. The writing were pretty good, but you know, I would have liked some plot holes resolved. So that's my review of this season final of Star Trek Discovery. I look forward to season 3 with like gritted teeth, you know, but I will miss it, and it's going to be interesting. I am trying to get into Burnham. She has her moments, you know what I mean. It's 1 or 2 episodes we do warm up to her, but I really want more focus on other characters now. I really like to see more about, and hopefully we're going to get this in the 3rd season, because there's no Starfleet backup or whatever. Well, whatever's in the future, because the timeline's unwritten, isn't it? So I will, well, have a great Easter. I'm going to go because I'm doing a podcast today, which is going to be interesting. That should be out sometime in June. I'll let you know about that. Sunday, I'm going to be on a week on Sunday because it's Easter. I'm out over weekend. If I get time, I will try and get on Sunday at 7. If not, I will be on the following Sunday every week from then. So that's one thing. And I might start doing twice a week when I get the time. It's just, there's a lot going on. I don't know if I'm going to be on Sunday. So just pop in. If I'm not there, I will be there the following Sunday. I did do a live show on Thursday about Star Wars trailer. Thanks guys for joining me. Hopefully have a great Easter, guys. I mean, weather's absolutely spectacular out there. I'm just, you know, loving the weather. I just think it's brilliant. You know, so I'm looking forward to getting out there. I'm going to try and do some reviews. I bought some stuff. I'm not buying as much stuff now, so I will try and get a review up next week. I have got a big her final conflicts. Think I'm slowly watching the series. I don't really know what to make of her final conflict. You know, I mean, it tends to, no, I'll leave that for that review. Right, guys, have a great Easter. I will speak to you soon, and live long and prosper. Yeah, I know, probably wrong hand, but yeah, it's Good Friday. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. What do you expect? I need coffee.